I'm Sydney Elkins, this is my persuasive speech, and these are my 9 people. America is supposed to be the greatest country on earth, right? Then why do we continue to deny our mothers the paid maternity leave they so rightly deserve? As a mother of 2, I have yet to receive paid maternity leave. I have done my research on this topic as it is near and dear to my heart. The purpose for this speech is to persuade you, my audience, that the U.S. needs to mandate paid maternity leave if we want to remain the greatest country on earth. You may think I'm crazy, but let me give you the scoop on why mothers deserve paid maternity leave. According to Annie Finnegan, a blogger on workingmothersonly.com, about half of all first-time moms in the U.S. can take paid leave after childbirth, and just 1/5 of those working moms are fully paid. According to thebump.com, the small portion that do receive pay get that money from benefits such as vacation time, sick days, and short-term disability. That's at the very least 1 week that mothers go unpaid. It takes 1 week to deliver a baby. That doesn't count if the baby has to go into the NICU or if there's something goes wrong with the pregnancy. From the same Working Mothers blog, and a Families and Work Institute report found only 16% of companies offered fully paid maternity leave in 2008, is down 27% from 1988. That's only 16% of companies in the US that even give maternity leave, and that doesn't mean that it's fully paid all the time. At the very least, according to workingmothers.com, the best companies in the US only offer 8 weeks of paid maternity leave. That is 8 measly weeks for you to get your newborn on a schedule for feeding, sleeping. If you're breastfeeding, that's only 8 weeks for you to make sure that your baby is adequately breastfeeding, and that if you do have to go back to work, that you're getting the time that you need to pump every day to keep up with the demands of the baby. I myself breastfeed my child, and it's really hard for me to pump at work without getting interrupted or having to stop mid-pump to take care of a customer. Now that I expressed why mothers deserve this year of paid maternity leave, let me explain why and how babies benefit from having moms home. In a report from workingmothers.com, babycenter.com, 2 groundbreaking studies conducted by the Institution of Child Health and Development found kids who spent all day in childcare had higher levels of stress and aggression versus those kids who spent all day at home. The kids who spend time in a childcare facility, especially newborns, their brain develops at a fast rate in the first 3 years. It doubles in size, so if they're at a daycare, they can see other children who are disrespecting their child care professionals, or they're disrespecting other children, and they think it's okay for them to go ahead and act like that because they don't know any better. They know what they see. For families that stay at home and take care of the children at home, mothers, during that first year, they can teach their child, how to walk, how to talk. They learn how to eat foods. During that first year, the mother is growing these children to be the next generation of this country, to be our cops and our police officers. By sending them off for someone else to raise them, in all honesty, that's what we're doing. By sending them to a different daycare and the mother's not staying home and working from home to be their mom, they're being raised by someone else. And in my opinion, that's not okay. We want our children to be raised the way we were raised, and to grow up and be respectful to their adults and other people around them. According to a study on Pew Research, Americans say a parent at home is best, even though most mothers in the U.S. work part-time jobs. According to UCDMC, usdavis.edu, the importance of bonding with a primary caregiver for a baby should not be underestimated. If a baby doesn't have that time to bond with the mother in the beginning, he's going to latch on to whoever else is taking care of him. And in a baby's eyes, that person that's taking care of them is the mother. Now that I have discussed the benefits for the babies, let's move on. As I stated before, America is supposed to be the greatest country on earth. However, America seems to be slacking when it comes to mandated maternity leave. Estonia is a country that, for their maternity leave, they have at least a year and a half. It's fully paid, and the mothers can stay home. Other nations, 41 nations, among those 41 nations, the U.S. is the only first world country that does not have mandated maternity leave. Bulgaria, Hungary, Japan, Lithuania, Austria, Czech Republic, Latvia, Norway, and Slovakia all offer at least a year's of paid maternity leave. Out of these countries, there's only 3 in the entire world, including the U.S., that doesn't mandate paid maternity leave. The other 2 aren't first world countries. If America wants to remain on top, since we're supposed to be a competitor to these other countries, I feel as if we should mandate maternity leave. If not, then what are we sending? What kind of signal are we sending to our mothers that we don't care if their kids grow up to be great? We don't care how they get raised. We don't care if you're home to be with them. In conclusion, I would like to state that I know having a baby is supposed to be a joyous and exciting time in a mother's life, but having the burden of not being able to prepare for your family or to provide for your family, to make sure that they have clothes and diapers because you're stressed out over having to go back to work and not being able to take care of your baby the way you want to, is ridiculous. It is my purpose, and I hope that I have persuaded all of you that the U.S. must mandate maternity leave. Okay, we need to show these.